welcome to week 3 of Getting Out of Our Own Way. This is the video where I speak to the exercise that supports the content that I gave you last Monday. I want to start, as I said we are going to do from here on in, by looking at or calling attention to how I'm feeling in my body right now, and I'd like you to do the same. So feeling into my body right now, there is two things going on, and they seem kind of dichotomous, but they're both here. One is a feeling of groundedness. So I feel rooted. I feel like my breaths run really deep in my body, and I feel very settled. And what sounds like to be very contradictory, I also feel kind of agitated. There's like a low grade, like, frustration that I'm feeling. I can feel that in my chest, and I can feel that in my belly. Take this moment and see what's up for you. Just to say that there's nothing that needs to be changed. It's just noticing. It's also, this is such a great place to make decisions from. This is where the truth resides, not so much here. Okay? So moving right along. The content that I provided on Monday was around what we do when we meet our edge. So it was a five-step process. The first one was around noticing. Yep, so I've hit my edge. Calling attention to it, that can be in the form of a partner, a coworker, your pet, even your child, right? So you may in that moment just say like, whew, wow, I am really feeling kind of blank in this moment. That's the attention we want to call to it. We could also ask for what we need. Mommy needs a hug. You may go get like a lick from your cat, your dog, whatever it is that feels like it could support you in that moment. Ask for it. The third step is recognizing your habitual patterns. So in this moment, I have a tendency to lash out. That could be yours. Or I tend to smoke a bowl. I've heard people say that. So just knowing that's where I go in this moment. Maybe making some sort of an agreement with yourself. I don't really want to go to those places anymore, right? And also just to say, I didn't say this during the video on Monday. We don't need to discard our habits like that, okay? So in my example that I used around insomnia, I may put a plan in place, which was step 5, but I may also use some of those habits that have helped me up until the plan feels comfortable enough to let it go. Make sense? Okay. So step 3 was knowing the habits. Step 4 is really feel how you're feeling in your body, right? So, I'm at my edge and I'm feeling fear. I'm feeling out of control. It resides in my chest. I just want to like run from this room. Feel it in your body. Go right to the center of it. Instead of distracting and going away, we might go to those places that feel scary. So it's like, when I'm feeling insomnia, there's this like tightening in my chest. I breathe right into the center of that. Yep, this is familiar. Nobody has ever died of anxiety. There's actually nothing wrong when that feeling comes up. So we're just going to notice it, and we're going to stay with it. And the other step is, prior to all of this, we come up with a plan so that in those moments when we feel at our edge, we have a go-to. So what I want you to do for this homework assignment is write down your plan for 3 different scenarios. Okay? So for me, it might be insomnia, deep intimacy. I sometimes have a tendency to start giggling when things get very intimate, arguments or physical intimacy, my son being really upset. So that's a second one for me. And a third one might be I hit my edge when I've been done wrong and working with that. So find 3 different ones. come up with a plan for all three of those. Again, I really want to encourage you, if you want to get the most out of this program, I want you to put the most into it. So spend time, call me, let me work on this with you, okay? I'm also going to ask that you partner up. I will send you your partner's name. Choose to do this either by exchanging your work via email or calling them up. I'd prefer you set time aside to call each other up. I'm going to ask that you use the same format that you used last time, which was one person is the talker and one is the listener, right? So the talker reads what they wrote or speaks from that place, and the listener simply says, and what is that like? Talker then feels into it and expresses what it feels like for them. Okay? Both roles equally as important. We as a listener get into the habit of fixing other people's problems. We don't need to do that. We just need to hold space and give them opportunities to go deeper. And in that moment, you go deeper. What does it feel like for you to do nothing but listen? Okay? All really, really important. I should be hearing from you folks. Let me know how you're doing. Check in with me. I'm here to help. All right, ladies, I hope that you are having a wonderful day. And if you need some support, please feel free to reach out. Take care.